I mean, I thought we came out a little bit stagnant tonight. Not quite the same energy as Tuesday. I don't know if it was tired legs or just a little bit of lack of focus, but came out a little bit slower. And to Houghton's credit, they kept it close right away, and then we started to separate, changed up the press a little bit, allowed us to separate. Julian did a great job breaking the press and taking advantage of a number of situations in scoring and drawing some fouls, getting to the line. That kind of settled us down a little bit. Was really happy with the last 10 to 12 minutes of the first half. I thought Kevin McFall and Ryan Mann on the bench gave us some really good minutes, and Jerry Kinsel too. The first half gave us some really good minutes, allowed us to separate a little bit. And then the start of the second half, they really brought the pressure, and the lid kind of came on our basket. We stopped scoring, and they just kept chipping away, and luckily we made our free throws down the stretch to close it out. But they're a scrappy team. They made all their free throws, and they did a good job kind of getting it inside. And they kicked us on the boards a little bit, which is something we're going to have to. We got to get squared away a little bit. But I thought they did a great job getting second chance opportunities and converting them.
At the beginning of the game, they were pressing, and we knew that we could use that against them by getting quick inbounds after they scored or outlets after we got stops. And when we inbounded it, we could run the floor if we got to the middle, and then we had shooters up the wings. And if they didn't step up, I was just going to the basket, trying to draw contact.
Well, first things first, the starters, today we kind of came out and we did fairly well. I mean, we could always do better, but our chemistry is there. The starters, we all play well, and not only the starters, but like it all starts in practice, starting from 1 to 17. The starters, anybody can start, but we have to give credit to them because they push us, everybody, and we were gunning, and as far as the people coming off the bench, Ryan, Jerry, Kevin, they did a great job, and everybody feels comfortable with anybody playing. They play their heart out, and it's great to have people that can relieve other people. It's not just the starters. We're deep, and we have other players that can play many different roles and can step up and play the part.
Yeah, I think that was probably our most balanced effort. It was one of the few games where no one has had 20 points, I believe. And Julian was probably close, but really good balance, and that kind of makes us tough to guard. I mean, I think we know that coming off the bench. We have different pieces, and every night's been a different guy. I mean, we've had 4 guys score over 20 this year individually, and was really happy with we're moving the ball. It's a really unselfish group. And they share the ball, and they're not concerned with who scores as long as we're getting a good shot and we're winning the game. As long as Alfred scores higher than whoever we're playing, they're happy. And I think that's a great quality to have, and it really showed up tonight. And the guys off the bench, those were huge minutes, and we had some huge buckets. I thought there was about a minute and a half or 2 minutes left, and it was a 2-point game. We get the 2 free throws. We get a steal, Jerry gets a steal on the press, makes a layup, and all of a sudden it goes from 2 to 6, and that gave us a little bit of breathing room.
Some positives I think we can take out is that we can definitely get better at probably every facet, and that includes every single person on the team, including myself. And then some negatives, probably that we just can't turn it on and off, as Coach said, and we have to play all the time. We have to communicate to each other all the time, and we're not a team that can just turn on and off. We have to always be bringing it because other teams are gunning at us because they know how we did last year, and we're looking to do the same this year.
It all comes down to poise and composure. That's one thing we harp on in practice. It's tight at the end of a game like that. We're prepared for people to come at us, and they should be, and it's all about composure, just staying composed. If everybody does what they have to do, then we'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, it was a classic Empire 8 game. Back and forth. The lead never got too big on either side, and I thought Utica did a good job right out the gate, getting out in transition and really forcing us and spotting up some shooters. Maish obviously, and number 13 there hit a bunch earlier, hit a couple early, but we responded pretty well. I thought we did a good job getting it inside. Kevin McFall was a great lift off the bench. He had 12 in the first half, and Dalton was his usual self. I mean, he was 24 and close to 10 rebounds, and that's been a normal night for him, which is pretty outstanding. I thought he played excellent. He blocked a lot of shots. Really put us in a great position at the end of the game to be close to them. And Utica did a good job of converting when they had some opportunities late.
Well, I thought Utica did a very good job at pushing the ball up the court. each time their big men were just sprinting as fast as they could down the floor, and they have a good point guard in Nevins who looks to push the ball. And in the first half, they were getting a lot of transition buckets, and we had to find a way to stop that in the second half. And then we knew Connor Mace was a good three-point shooter, so we were playing no help off him. So I thought they're pretty good.
We were trying to find some mismatches to go at late because we knew, I think we were down 6 and had to come back, and we were able to get to the line. We made our free throws to make it tight, end up tying the game, and they had a good play. Jeffers there made a good play, made a pretty tough layup to go up 2. And then we came down and got to the line, which was a good situation for us. Coming back, down 4 after having to foul them, we tried to draw up something to get a 3 and didn't take care of the ball. And that's going to happen sometimes late game, and they made their free throws to kind of end it. So we kind of needed a little bit of help for them to miss some free throws for us to get back in the game. And to their credit, they made them all when they needed to.
Well, our offense was very upbeat today. I think we have guys that can come off the bench like I did today, but it's not just me all the time. It's Jerry Kinsel, and Utica was a good team. They scouted our three-point shooters pretty well, and we had to go to something different. So Dalton, Walsh had a great game today, and as well as I did, I think I contributed as much as I could coming off the bench. Giving my team, like a spark.
Yeah, I mean, we just finishing the stretch we went on. We had 6 games in the last 2 weeks, and the guys been really getting after it and doing a great job. So I think they're looking forward to finally having a day off tomorrow, and we'll start our prep as coaches for Naz. Obviously, going up there, they're always one of the better teams, and then next week you got at Fisher at Ithaca. So it'll be a challenging 3-game stretch, obviously on the road. Fisher's top of the conference right now and playing some great ball, but we're taking the same approach we've taken all year: is get better that day. So Monday we'll learn from this. We'll get better on Monday and keep taking it day by day. And that's every game is every day is. Our season, so to speak. At the end we can look back and see how we did, but we want to take care of business each and every day.